telephone networks. Okay, discussing about the next guided media, that is fiber optic cable. It is made up of glass or some fiber. Since we know that glass is a very poor conductor of electricity, we can't transmit electrical signals through it. Obviously, we can't transmit electrical signals through it. And we know that glass can carry the light signals, means we can pass light signals through the glass. So that's why we have to pass light signals onto the optical fibers. Otherwise, we can say optical fibers will carry the light signals through it. Okay, light impulses. Okay. So let us see the construction first. It will be having two parts. One is core, another one is cladding. So here you will be having the central part. This is known as core, and then the outer part cladding. And the cladding, core and cladding will be covered by a jacket like this. So this is your core and this is your cladding, and this is the outer jacket. This is for protecting the fiber optic cable. Okay. So here also there are two parts. One is core and another one is cladding. Since the fiber optic cable is a guided media, we have to guide the signal properly to reach the destination. So here the signal means the light pulse will be properly guided through the core in order to reach the destination. So we know that there are two important properties of light. They are reflection and refraction. In order to guide the light signal properly into the core, the light should reflect instead of refraction. Okay. So remember, the light should reflect in order to guide properly through the core. So in order to achieve this reflection, what we have to do? So for achieving this reflection, what is done is, core will be made up of higher density and cladding will be made up of lower density. So by maintaining proper difference between the densities of core and cladding, we can achieve the total internal reflection. So we can say that optical fiber works on the principle of total internal reflection. Means core should be made of high density, cladding should be made of high density, then only we will be able to achieve the total internal reflection. Along with that, you will be aware that at the critical angle, that is at the angle of incidence, this is known as angle of incidence, right? For this ray, this is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of reflection, right? This is the reference. You already know that to get the 90-degree refracted ray, the angle of incidence should be equal to the critical angle, right? So in order to achieve total internal reflection, then this angle of incidence should be greater than the critical angle for total internal reflection. So TIR here means total internal reflection. So by maintaining this condition and by maintaining this condition, by maintaining proper difference in densities between the core and cladding, we can achieve, we can guide the signal light impulse properly through the core and we can make it reach the destination. Okay, so let us look at these points once. So fiber optic cable guides light impulses through the glass or plastic fibers, and it is based on the principle of total internal reflection, and the construction consists of core, cladding. Core will be made up of high density and cladding will be made up of low density glass or plastic fiber, and there will be outer jacket. Okay. And see here, no refraction means refraction does not occur into cladding with proper difference of densities. Means we have to maintain the difference in densities properly. Okay. Fiber optic cable is more immune to EMI due to the use of non-electrical conductors. So because we are not using any copper, if we use copper it will give radiation, right? Because we are not using any kind of copper here, it is made up of glass now, so there won't be any kind of radiations. Because there is no radiations, there is no radiation to pick up any other signal. so there won't be any kind of radiation. So it is more immune to EMI. And because there is no radiation, because of that there won't be any signal loss. Okay. See here, even greater length does not need signal regeneration. Means, if you use coaxial cable, if you try to use coaxial cable and twisted pair cable for longer distance communication, then you have to use repeaters in between in order to boost the signal strength to the original strength. You have to use repeaters in between. Whereas for the same long distance, if you use optical fiber, there is no need of signal regeneration. That much capacity the fiber optic cable has. So you can say it provides higher capacity than copper media over same distance at the expense of cost. At the same time, it is expensive also. Okay, and it is more resistant to corrosion. We all know that glass is not affected by the corrosion like copper, so it is more resistant to corrosion, and it supports higher data rates as we already discussed, and it is lighter in weight. Okay, so higher data rates because it carries the light signal. Okay, and it is lighter in weight. So we have said that core is the one that carries the light impulses, right? So actually the light ray can propagate in the core in two modes. One is single mode and another one is multi-mode. So the light ray can propagate through the core in two modes, that is single mode and the multi-mode. So if we discuss about the single mode propagation of light ray into the core, single mode means only a single ray can pass through the core. So it passes only a single ray of light like this. So if you observe this figure, so in order to achieve single mode propagation of light, we have to pass only a single ray of light into the core. Okay. So here if you observe, there is only a single ray, there are no other rays of light to disturb this ray, right? So what we can do is, we can try our maximum to transmit this single ray as fast as possible, and we have to try to get minimum reflections as possible. Means we should try to make this light ray to go in a horizontal beam. So if it goes in a horizontal beam, it travels faster rather than if it gets reflections. If it gets more number of reflections, it has to travel over more distance, right? So we have to try to our maximum such that it should travel in a horizontal beam. Okay. So in order to get that, what we can do? What we can do is, you have the core here, right? You have the core here. You can reduce the diameter of the core, and since core is made up of higher density, what will happen? You know that light travels slowly in the high density and faster in the low density. So because core is made up of higher density, and because if it is made a smaller diameter, then what will happen? Light will go slowly and it will hit the cladding at a far distance. So you can achieve like this. So you can achieve almost horizontal beam of propagation if you maintain core diameter very small. Okay, and you have to use step index always. So in order to get proper single mode propagation of light, step index should be used. Step index means the refractive index should not gradually change, it should change suddenly. Means this core is completely made up of high density, and this cladding will be of low density. So because of this sudden change in densities, when it hits the cladding, it gets reflected, but because the core diameter is made small, we can achieve the almost horizontal beam of propagation. So we can send the signal faster. So why we are doing this here? Because there is only one signal, there are no other light pulses to disturb this, so we can easily achieve the horizontal beam of propagation. If we use the graded index means at the center of the core there will be higher density. Graded index means at the center of the core high density will be maintained, and this density decreases gradually as you move towards the cladding. So because the density decreases gradually, what will happen? You may get again the slower ray traveling through the core. So in order to get horizontal beam of propagation, you have to use the step index and you have to maintain the core diameter small. So let us read these points. So single mode, in order to achieve the single mode, we have to pass a single ray of light. And in order to produce a single ray of light, you all are aware that laser is the best source to produce a single ray of light, because laser will always give a coherent light and a single ray of light. So that's why laser is the source of light to be used. And it does not suffer from distortion. Obviously it won't suffer from distortion because it carries only a single ray of light. Okay, and it is used for transmission over longer distances because it does not suffer from distortion. And it uses the step index fiber. Already we have discussed why it has to use the step index fiber. And in order to achieve horizontal beam propagation, the diameter of the core is made very small. Okay, clear? So in this way we can achieve the single mode of propagation of light effectively. Okay. So the another mode of propagation of light is multimode. So if we look at in the multimode propagation of light, multiple rays will be passed into the core. So the angle of incidences of all the light signals will be different. The angle of incidences for every light ray will be different in the core, right? So now here also you can manufacture using step index or graded index. Let us discuss both. So if you use step index, the core will be entire core will be of higher density and cladding will be of lower density. So because of the sudden change in the densities, there will be a discontinuity, means there will be a reflection, total internal reflection. In this way, when the angle of incidence is like this, the reflection will be in this manner. When the angle of incidence is like this, the reflection will be like this, right? So when the rays pass, they will overlap each other. And because the angle of incidence is different for each and every light ray, and every light ray will reach at the destination at different times. Okay. So because they reach at different times, what will happen is, if the pulses reach in this manner, the entire light pulse will be like this. Instead of the single light pulse in this manner, you will get a pulse which is broadened. So this is a broadened pulse. So this broadened pulse will limit the bandwidth. So because of that, we won't use the step index. Means we won't use the step index. Mostly we won't use the step index in order to get the light signal without distortion. So this kind of distortion is known as model dispersion. So we can't tolerate this model dispersion. So it is always better to use the graded index rather than the step index. So remember, if you use step index, the arrival times of rays will be different because the angle of incidence is different. So they will arrive at different times, and due to that this inter-symbol interference may occur, and this is known as model dispersion. The pulse will get broadened, it will limit the bandwidth. So this kind of problem is known as model dispersion because the signal got dispersed. Okay, so this is known as model dispersion. So we should not use the step index in order to get the multi-mode propagation. But in some applications it will be used, but it is better. It is always good to use the graded index rather than step index. If you use graded index, what will happen is the core will be made up of higher density, and as you move towards the cladding, it will be the density gradually decreases, right? If you have graded index fiber, the core will be made up of, the center of the core will be made up of higher density, and the density will decreases as it moves gradually towards the cladding, right? So because there is higher density at the center, you know that the light ray will pass slowly through the center of the core, right? So here the light ray, actually the horizontal, the light ray that is incidented in this angle will move faster, we know that. But because core is made up of, because the center of the core is made up of higher density, what will happen? This ray will move slowly, and by the time the rays which move faster here, because the distance is more now, but they will start moving faster here because the core is made, the center of the core is made up of higher density, and the density gradually decreases when we move towards the cladding. So because of this construction, what will happen is, the ray that is incidented at this angle will move slower because center of the core is of higher density, will move slowly, and the rays which are incidented at these angles, they will move fastly as the density is decreasing gradually towards the cladding. So the rays will move faster and they will reach at the same point. Clear? So this ray, we already know that a horizontal ray will move faster. So this ray can move faster, but because we made the center of the core as high density, it will move little slower, and these rays, because the distance is more, they will move, even though the distance is more, they will move faster because of the change in the density, because of decrease in the density. So with this kind of structure, what will happen is, all the rays without overlapping, they will reach at the destination. So here you will get a proper light signal. Okay. So at the destination you will get proper light impulses if you use the graded index. There won't be any kind of model dispersion. The distortion will be reduced in case of graded index. So let us go through those points once. So multimode propagation of light passes beam of light at different angles, as we have already said. And LED should be the source of light. Here laser can't be the source of light, because here we have to produce a beam of rays, that is bunch of light pulses. So LED is the source of light, and different travel times of the rays leads to model dispersion and intersymbol interference. This is in case of step index multimode fiber optic cable. Okay, and this step index multimode fiber optic cable will be used over small distances because of this disadvantage. And we can say that it uses both step index and graded index fiber depending on the application, but graded index fiber will decrease the distortion. That is what we have mentioned here. Okay, so with this we have covered two design issues of physical layer. One is conversion of raw bits into analog signal for the transmission purpose, and the second one is the type of the transmission media being used in the network. So we have covered all the three types of three guided transmission media, and in the next lecture we will be seeing the third design issue of the physical layer, that is the multiplexing. Okay.